Hello, fellow boxing fans and my boxing family, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into this fight, I just ask that you would just hit the likes, hit the bell notifications, and so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And I'm going to try to do that more frequently. And most of all, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. So the fight I'll be covering in this video, and it's another one from Trade Titan. And I thank you for this request and for participating in the channel. Now, the fight that he wanted me to cover, I've thought about this fight quite often. I'm not sure why I never covered it, but better late than never. And that is Chris Byrd versus James Toney. And we're gonna do this one at heavyweight. Both of these guys are extremely unorthodox, in my opinion. They were both small heavyweights. They were both fast, slick, and elusive. So this will be a battle of slickness versus slickness. Defense versus defense. Hand speed versus hand speed. Timing versus timing. But most importantly, greatness versus greatness. I do feel that James Toney has the better combinations, hand speed, and punch placement. And he might be slightly quicker than Chris Byrd. But Chris Byrd does have a better jab. I feel he has better reflexes, and he has a height and reach advantage. Plus, he has more experience at heavyweight. They both have a common opponent in Evander Holyfield, and we know that James Toney stopped Evander Holyfield and Chris Byrd decisioned Evander Holyfield. But styles do make fights, so who has the advantage or the advantages going in? I will say that it depends on which versions of each fighter shows up. But if these fighters both show up at their best and in shape, we have a tight contest here. Let's talk about counterpunching. They are both tremendous counterpunchers. I feel that Chris Byrd will come forward while James Toney fights off the back foot. I feel that Chris Byrd will be more aggressive than James Toney, but James Toney will just sit back and wait for countering opportunities. James Toney has a great shoulder roll. I'm not sure how that will work against a southpaw, but it's just something that we have to consider. It's one of his greatest attributes. Now, Chris Byrd can perhaps control the distance, and I think that would need to be his strategy going into this fight. Control the distance and control the pace of the fight. Do not fight an inside fight with James Lights Out Toney. He thrives on that. And even if James Toney is tired, he will sit on the inside all day and just trade. Just roll the punches at close range and just trade with you. So Chris Byrd is better off keeping the fight at a distance. Like I said, controlling the fight with his jab, with his length, and with his reach, and then jumping in with occasional flurries, getting in and getting out. Love both fighters, but I really like Chris Byrd in this fight because of his experience at heavyweight, his height and reach advantage, and the jab, which controls everything, which controls the distance and the pace of the fight. The fight would definitely go to the cards, but I just feel that Chris Byrd has an advantage in this contest and that he would edge it slightly. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.